All right, it's a broadcast of the Every Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. This is Gangsta Talk. All right, we're going to be talking about community building. We're going to try to get some solutions tonight. It's an open panel. A lot of loud mouths keep talking about the black community. Don't know anything about building a community. Still trying to figure out what black community that they're talking about. Well, hopefully, we can get them on the panel tonight and we can have a real build about something real tangible that can actually happen rather than a bunch of loud mouths just running their mouth on YouTube. You feel me? All right, let's get it on. Drop it, Dane. everybody? It's Gangster Talk. We're getting ready to light it up tonight. We got an open panel. It's the Black Knight. And along by my side, as always, the lady not herself, Miss Dame Frankie. How you doing, Miss Frankie?
I'm doing good.
Well, we getting ready to light it up tonight. We're going to give you guys an opportunity tonight. You're always talking about solutions. You say nobody is about solutions, including yourselves. The ones who are saying that nobody is about solutions aren't about solutions. I've been watching a lot of panels over the past month, black panels. And I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't heard a damn thing. Maybe there was one panel I saw where there was a couple of brothers who were in close proximity of each other. And what they was talking about could possibly happen. They're in close enough vicinity to one another and that they could possibly make something happen. The rest of these, worthless Negroes, it's just talking and they ain't saying a goddamn thing. It's the same old shit. You got fools on here talking about admixture. How is that going to help a black community? You got fools on here arguing about colorism, divested, killing babies. You got a bunch of shiftless ass Negroes who sit up here and make nothing but, videos that depict every possible negative thing that they could imagine about black women. How is that building any kind of communities? How is that, with the solutions? What you have is a war going on between black people, and the war is about bullshit. Nobody's building anything, and then having these panels where all you do is talk about things like you talk about colorism, you talk about who's divested, you talk about who black women are sleeping with, right? None of those are solutions. And the main people who are doing this shit are the main ones talking about, well, what are the solutions? And this is what I see panel after panel after panel. How you doing, Miss Minnie? Panel after panel after panel. I don't hear nobody talking about no goddamn solutions. Now, let me let you in on a secret. A lot of you Negroes keep talking about the black community, right? What black community? We don't have a community anymore. See, in order to have a community, you have to own and control everything within that area that you will call a community. Blacks used to have community. I grew up in a black community in the 70s where the parents owned the homes in the neighborhood. Blacks actually owned their own homes in the neighborhood. A lot of you Negroes today, you don't have any sense of being an owner. You guys are very subordinate, very subdued, and all you want to do is follow, and you want to be held by the hand. You want to be led by the hand. You don't want to take the initial step of being a leader. You don't even want to be a homeowner. Many of you just want to rent apartments and flash bands on YouTube like you fucking kids. You got grown ass men renting apartments, getting into petty ass arguments with other worthless ass Negroes about how much money they got. Seriously. You got retarded ass, immature black dudes on here talking about show 10 bands. If you can't show 10 bands, you broke. Nigga, you renting. You broke. And you stupid. You niggas are stupid for renting. Now I understand, okay, if you just try to get on your feet and you need a temporary place to stay, right? And so you rent an apartment, okay? Or, you just got a new wife, whatever, and y'all trying to get it together and y'all rent just for a temporary place to stay while you working on getting you a home. I get all of that. But when you make a lifetime commitment to do nothing but rent, you're a loser. You're just throwing away money. And that goes to show you why you guys don't have no community and why you can't lead anything because you can't stop renting. Most of you niggas online running your mouth are all renters. And I'm talking about long term, long time, nearly lifetime renters. You're going to pay rent to the day you go to your fucking grave because you don't want any responsibilities. You want to leave them to someone else. So you better throw away money for the rest of your damn life. And then got the nerve to be flashing money on YouTube like you some fucking, like you some freaking 12-year-old who just got their goddamn allowance and want to show their friends that they got their allowance. So you start flashing your little 5, 6, 7 ones and shit to each other. I've watched black men do this. Grown, so-called grown-ass black men. And these black men have the nerve to be trying to give other black men advice. So you guys, man, y'all listen to some of the most effed up Negroes, okay, on social media. It's no wonder you guys don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out and don't know what the fuck to do and don't know your fucking ass from a hole in the ground. You know who you listening to? Why would you listen to some motherfucker that is renting, got 2 and 3 kids, and a girl cramped up in an apartment? The girl tired of being in there. Okay, they living their life 30 days at a goddamn time. You on YouTube making videos, getting into arguments with motherfuckers talking about show 10 bands, show 5 bands, my nigga. I mean, how together is that? That's who you listening to? That's who you think is on par with Malcolm X? That's who you think is on par with. Yo, some of you guys think that these niggas is on par with real black men. I've heard guys say Red Supreme is on par with Malcolm X. Man, are you out of your effing mind? Red Supreme on par with Malcolm X? Nigga, is you crazy? Man, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all sitting up here listening to kids with temper tantrums, having temper tantrums about black women, and they're supposed to be on par with a man as great as Malcolm X was? Out of your fucking window. Do you know Malcolm X is world renowned? World renowned. You niggas ain't world nothing. Are you crazy? That's why nobody, you know what, and this is why I can't get on board with you niggas, man. This is why y'all think I hate niggas. I actually do. I don't like you type niggas. Okay? Because y'all some dumbass niggas. Y'all listen to stupid shit. Y'all motherfuckers running around here talking about some pump and dump. Pump and dumping these bitches. Pump and dumping. You know how stupid that sound? You know what you sound like to the rest of the world? You running around here doing that shit. And you don't think nothing wrong with it. You don't care nothing about it. You don't care how it makes you sound, how it makes you look. You don't care how other people see you and view you and think about you. Understand something, right? Whether you like it or not, black people, especially black men, we're one big nigga. Now, I understand that you're probably going to say, without a monolith, you know, all this other crap, right? But to the rest of the world, that's who we are. Okay? Hold on. Okay. I didn't interrupt it. Okay, anyway. So, why would you sit up here and say pump and dump. As a black man, at some point you have to have some integrity about yourself, right? I mean, as a man, period, don't you understand what honor is? Do any of you shiftless Negroes understand what being an adult is? I'm talking about you black male niggas. I'm not talking about the black women. I'm talking about you niggas. You understand what an adult male is? I mean, you dudes are so immature, right? It's painful. It's painful. And you don't think anything's wrong with it. And you got the nerve to talk about building black communities. What? How the hell are you gonna build a black community when you can't even grow up? You know the sacrifices that you have to make to build a community and to gather the people and get the people on one accord in the community and to purchase the property in the community. You know what type of focus you got to have? You niggas is playing games, but y'all play video games too much. And if you ain't playing video games, you won't get the money off the video games. You want to play the video games for fun. Everybody else making money off them except you. Then you want to rent apartments and talk like you really got it like that. So you niggas want to show time all the time. Y'all want to act like y'all balling. One of the goofiest things I've seen on YouTube was niggas bragging about their apartments and showing pictures of their apartment layouts. Apartments, not homes. Not homes. Apartments. Paying $2,200 a month and up. Calling themselves high value. Losing money like a motherfucker. So call themselves high value. Apartments. Property you don't own. You're taking pictures and photos of someone else's property that you are temporarily living in and paying for. It's not your property. And I'm watching these niggas online in a full, all-out picture war about their apartments. And I mean, really going in on each other. Nigga, you broke. Look at that crack in your wall. What's up with that sheetrock? Nigga, what's up with that towel on the floor? Why your shower curtain dirty? I mean, this is embarrassing. And these are the same niggers that go up on people's panels talking about building some shit. What? They got the nerve to talk about they want solutions. Okay? They talk about solutions. If you hate black women, Randy, why are you in here? This is a black woman's channel. So why would you come in here if you hate black women? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, and so, like I was saying, right? And so you guys, I got an open panel tonight. Okay? Now, I don't want no stupid people to come up here with some dumb shit. I want to hear, if you want to build a community, we can put out the real rhetoric that's going to help us build one. If you niggas got what it takes. But I highly doubt that any of you are going to come up here and say a goddamn thing. You know why? Because y'all full of shit. You ain't trying to build shit. And all your conversations say you ain't trying to build shit. And all you niggas trying to ride Q Butter's coattail. Shout out to Q Butter. All y'all trying to ride his coattail. Yo, I rocks with Q Butter. Oh, really? All you fake ass niggas. You niggas ain't doing nothing. And y'all get all you niggas do is sit up here and talk about black women. That ain't building no damn community. And you listen to guys who tell you negative things about black women. Why would you listen to a man that's telling you nothing but negative things about women? I mean, as a man, that don't bother you. That don't give you any pause. I mean, you're a man, right? Don't you like women? That's what I don't understand about you guys, man. Don't you guys like women? Why would you listen to some fool? And I mean, sit up there for hours and listen to some fool tell you nothing but bad things about women. Like he don't want you to ever have one. Why would you listen to somebody like that? I mean, you guys like women, don't you? I would never listen to some fool that's telling me bad things about women, trying to get me to hate women. Niggas, you crazy? I ain't gonna never hate women. I'm a man. Men aren't supposed to hate women. We need women. Hello. We need women. We don't hate women. What kind of man hates a woman? That's insane. What are you, gay? Hate women. How do you even do that as a man? How do you even think like that? Y'all stupid. I just heard Randy Sarcasm with why I hate black women. Man, you dumbass. You ignorant wretch. You're the type of dude that people just sit up there and call all kinds of names all day. All day. Like, what's up, Randy, you dumbass ignoramus? What, you just gonna call me names? Yeah, I'm gonna call you names all day. You ignorant wretch. You stuttering, stupendo, stupid boofer. I'm just gonna make shit up that don't even make no sense. I don't care if it don't make sense as long as I'm calling you it. If I want to call you a dumb Buddha Muka Buka, I'm gonna call you a dumb Muda Muda Buka. I don't care if it don't make any sense. As long as I'm calling you that. Because you're an idiot. You hate black women. What's the matter with you? Y'all stupid, man. And then y'all got the nerve to talk about where are the solutions. How about you shutting your goddamn mouth for one? All right, let's start with the solutions. How about you not compete with black women? How's that for a solution? How about you stop comparing yourself to black women? What's the matter? You scared of manly competition? You got to go pick on women? You got to be a bully and go bully a woman? You can't stand up to other men? And y'all think y'all real tough too, no? Randy, I bet you think you tough coming in here talking about something you hate black women. Like you a real hard Negro. Like you built like that. Okay? And I done heard your I done heard your verbal spill or your verbal spit. Nigga, you ain't got a chance in hell. Your verbal game, nigga, wow. I'm not even sure what you doing is even I'm not even sure what you're doing is actually communicating. I don't know what you're doing. When you talk, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You make no sense. You don't have any rhyme or reason to what you're saying. You sound like you're talking backwards and forward at the same time. It sounds like your thoughts are all jumbled up, and you say some of the most like ignorant, like stupid things. I mean, dude, I don't even know what you're doing, bro. That's why when you talk, man, I don't even like. I just say thanks, Randy, because I don't know what to say to you, man. Because you so your type of stupidity is on another planet. I don't even know how to even address you sometimes, man. Because you're so stupid. I just say, hey, thanks, Randy. Whatever you say, something, I just say thanks, Randy. Thanks. Because I don't know what else to say, man. Because your stupidity is that bad. Is it? I don't know what else to say. You're like the dumbest dude that I ever had the displeasure of talking to. I mean, seriously, if you had a dog and you called your dog, he wouldn't come to you because he probably wouldn't know what the fuck you was talking about. You couldn't even call your dog's name right. Like, imagine if your dog name was Juju, right? Your dad would be like, Juju. Dog just sitting there. Hey, Juju. Dog just sitting there. Juju. Dog just sitting there. Dog looking at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? The dog, all of a sudden, right? See, you got the kind of stupidity that makes a dog think like a human. Okay? That's how dumb that's the kind of stupidity you have, right? Your stupidity can make a dog think like a human. Okay? Your dog name is Juju. You want some, hey Juju, Falcone Juju. Dog looking at you like, fuck is this nigga talking about? My name is Juju. Is he trying to call me? The dog is thinking that. You're the Juju. Come here, Juju. Dog looking at you like, what the fuck is he talking about? He talking to me? And then you get mad and irate, Juju! Juju! Dog like, wait a minute. Is there another dog around this motherfucker? Let me get the snipping this shit. Who is he talking about? You couldn't even call your dog. Your dog wouldn't come to you because your dog would think you was stupid. I mean, I ain't mean to get on. I ain't mean to. I ain't mean to start roasting you, but you're just so there to be roasted. I mean, it's just like it's hard to resist at this point.
Okay. Well, he's up here wanting to come up. You ready?
Yeah, bring him on up. Let's see if he can call his dog.
Are you talking to me, you stupid idiot? Let me test your
See what I'm
IQ,
talking,
Max.
see what I'm
How
talking
many?
about?
Can I
I've
speak?
been talking about him for the. Put him back downstairs for a minute. Hold on, man. We're gonna let you come back up. See what I'm talking about, y'all? See how dumb he is? I've been talking about him for the last 20 minutes. What's the first thing he said when he bring his dumb ass up here? You talking about me? Yeah, I'm talking about you. You ignorant wretch. Let him back up.
He jumped off.
Oh, dumbass. See what I'm talking about? Been talking about this dumbass for the last 20 minutes. First thing he said, they come up, you talking about me? No, nigga. Damn. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Hold on one second. But you see, you can't build nothing with niggas like that.
Oh,
Okay.
He's back.
All right. Let's see what he got to say. Bring him up.
There you go,
How many
Randy.
letters are in the alphabet, Max?
Wait a minute. What?
Genius. How many letters are in the alphabet, idiot?
How many letters are in the alphabet, idiot?
Answer my
I don't
question.
know.
26. How many countries are
26.
there in the world? How many countries are there in the whole wide world?
26?
195. Stop playing with me, Max. How many
195.
seats are in the Supreme Justice Court? How many justices are in the Supreme Justice Court? How many seats? Ask that question, genius.
I don't know.
It's 9. Stop playing with me,
Okay.
Max. I'm a UCLA graduate. Stop playing with me. Don't let my voice fool you.
Now, when
I'm
you
more
done, can
intelligent
I
than
ask you
you.
some questions?
I'm more intelligent. What?
Now, do I get to ask you some questions?
I don't talk to fuck boys. Peace. I'm out.
Oh, you see.
He was afraid what you was gonna ask him, apparently. I mean,
uh,
you just hurry up and ran out of there.
yeah. With some random shit.
You
How
want to
many
give me
countries in the whole
phones,
world?
ask me questions.
How many countries in the whole world? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, he looked it up. He looked it up. But you see, he don't want me to ask you no questions. Let me ask you some questions, Randy. You know, dumbass. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, right? That's the reason why you can't build anything. That's the reason. He's one of the reasons why you can't build anything. Okay? That's why you niggas haven't built anything. You don't talk about building nothing. I don't never hear you niggas talking about doing a damn thing. All you do, yeah, I know, Moonstone, but he afraid to let me ask some questions though. But anyway, so all I hear you niggas do is get on these panels and have conversations about nothing. Most of the time, y'all talking about history. You're talking about Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. Talking about what's going on in Egypt. Got the nose in other countries. They ain't talking about shit about over here helping your people. We ain't talking about nothing. And then you got a bunch of perverts, and it's a bunch of y'all too. I done seen 9 live streams of at least 10 Negroes. 9, count them, 9 live streams of at least 10 Negroes on a panel talking about the age consent laws when it comes to having sex with an underage girl. 9 panels. Bernard Riley done had a few of them panels. Talking about you want to have sex with a girl as early as 15, 14 years old. I've heard it 13. Is that building a community? And when y'all having conversations like that, right? Who is it, Dane?
It's Randy again.
No, get him off. I ain't got time for him. Stupid. Now you did some punk shit, man. Can't let you back up here. You stupid. You're wasting my time. Anyway, don't let him up here no more. Ban them from coming up on a panel. Stupid. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and block him. He's an idiot. Anyway, so you perverts on all these panels, it'd be a gang of y'all too. It'd be some like 10, 13 niggas up there. I've even seen two panels, but they had a couple of women up there. Right? With like 13, 14 of you now. How is it that 20 of you niggas, 13, 14, 15 of y'all can get together and talk about having sex with an underage girl, but you can't get together and come up with no solutions for the so-called black community? And you got nerves if you're talking about somebody hate black men and that there's no solutions. Well, ain't no solutions in having sex with an underage girl either. That ain't no solution. But many of y'all have those conversations on a regular. Matter of fact, some of y'all don't even show up on panels unless y'all talking about the age consent law when it comes down to sex. Bernard Rowley is good for having panels like that. I would never have a panel with some Negroes and the topic is about underage girls. You know, the age consent law. And what's the earliest you can have sex with a girl? I would never have a panel like that. You know why? I'm not a pervert. I'm not a child molester. Okay? And you Negroes want to know why, you know, black women feel the way they feel about you. Hold on a second. Name, take it over for a minute.
All right. Hey, Mika. Yeah, fortunately, we got some men in the black community. Um, or they kept hitting, or the only warning is don't hang out with so and so. Yeah, and never tell why.
Okay, I'm back.
Hmm.
Thanks. Now, why do we have a black manosphere? Huh? Why do we have a black manosphere? I always advocate that there's no reason to have a black manosphere. But they have a black manosphere because many of the black men that make up the black manosphere are perverts, sexual deviants, pedos. Some are even rapists. And some have raped a woman. Some are sex offenders. That's why they have a black manosphere, so they can have a place to covet these type of degenerate black men and keep them relevant. It gives them a place to dwell and exercise their sickness with one or the other. How about that for building a black community? That's not building a black community either. And so when you're not doing that, you're beefing, right? You're beefing back and forth. Now, who is this?
Let's bro speak.
Okay. When you're not doing that, right, then you're beefing back and forth with each other. Right? How is that for building a black community? That's not building a black community either. I've yet to hear you so-called solution-oriented black folks. I've yet to hear you say a damn thing in a way of a solution. but you want to bring your punk ass up here and tell me that I'm not offering solutions. Well, the mic is open. Okay? We can get into a solution-based conversation, but I'm not going to hear that because a lot of you dudes are full of shit. You're not really about any goddamn solutions. That's why you keep going to the same circles, listening to the same shit. Who the fuck listens to a lunatic that sits there and call black people dumb niggers, right, for 10 hours? And then sit there the whole time. A lunatic who's obviously pro-white, and he lets white people come on this panel and call black people dumb niggers, right? He does these streams for 8 or 9 hours. One time, I did an experiment. I was listening to his podcast, and I counted for about half an hour how many times he called black people dumb niggas. Well, at the end of 30 minutes, he called black people dumb niggas more than 300 times. Actually, it was 312. 312 times in 30 minutes. And you got niggas over there listening to that. And you got the nerve to talk about you want to build a black community. And that's what you listening to. And can't seem to get enough of it. Now, if he's doing that in 30 minutes, imagine how many times he called black people dumb niggas in a 10-hour live stream. The number's in the thousands. And then you add in the white racists who are very comfortable on that platform. They're calling us dumb niggas a couple of hundred times. But you got black people listening to that stream from beginning to end. Niggas, right? And one of the reasons why is because many of you shameful ass, weak ass niggas like the fact that you can go over there and disrespect black women. You know? And so, what kind of community would you build anyway? Okay, I already know you don't know how to build a community for one. But let's just humor it, right? What kind of community would you build? And what would be the rules in your community? Would pump and dump be a standard? Would divorcing yourself from your children, would that also be a standard in that community? Would your community be filled with hoes and strags? See, I'm going to tell you something. Y'all got to watch that name calling, okay? Because gay dudes call women names all the time. And y'all start to come up with different, styles of name calling. I never heard the word strag before until I came to YouTube. Calling black women strags. And then another thing too, right? Why would you listen to a guy? As a man, I could never listen to another man tell me to hate women. What kind of nigga sits up there and listen to a dude that tells you shit like you should advocate for men being with men? Man, you crazy. And then you niggas sit up here, you come in here, you try to talk slick to me, talking about I hate black men. You hate yourself. You ain't trying to do nothing for yourself. You niggas is whack. You don't care what you look like. You don't care what you sound like. You don't care the fact that you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. You don't give a fuck that you ain't a business owner. You ain't a property owner. You don't own shit. You niggas is flossing on YouTube, showing each other's apartments, trying to shine on each other with somebody else's property that you're temporarily living in and paying them rent. Why would you get into a picture war over somebody else's property? and then telling each other, yo, man, show 5 bands. That was the most ignorant shit I've ever seen. Both of y'all rented an apartment. Neither one of y'all own your home. Both of y'all rented somebody else's property that you're taking pictures of in a war with each other, trying to outshine each other. I mean, it's I mean, that, wow. And then there's people, and then it's black dudes in the chat. Yo, man, your apartment's bigger, yo. Yo, nigga, you broke, man. Your apartment little. What? And y'all talking about y'all want to build some black community with that kind of mentality? You don't even have an owner's mentality. You don't even own anything. You don't even want to own anything. Who the hell gets into a picture war over 2 apartments? And then trying to outshine each other. Don't show 5 bands. Y'all niggers are retarded. That's some dumb shit. Well, like I said, you guys ain't gonna take me up on the offer. You're not gonna come up here and say a damn thing because you really ain't about no solutions. Like I said, the title is, all you loudmouths talking about building a black community. All right, let's build. The panel is open. Get your punk ass up here and let's see if we can get this build on. Because right now, we ain't got no black community. We don't own shit. We live in areas that are owned and controlled by non-black people. That's not a black community. We rent, many of us rent in neighborhoods and properties that are owned majority of the time by non-black folks. That's not a community. You can't call it a community if you don't own or control anything in it. And so y'all sitting up here talking about, you want to know what people going to do for the black community. What black community? I wish somebody explained to me what that's supposed to mean. I've heard people say that, yo, what are you doing for the black community? Whoa, wait a minute. What is that supposed to mean? What am I doing for what black community? And what kind of question is that? We don't have any black communities. What kind of question is that? And then y'all get up here and get into these wars, these gender wars, talking about it's bad for the black community. What black community are you talking about? And then y'all like this, y'all got this, some of y'all are funny because you got this so-called black community mentality that you don't realize that the shit you're talking about don't make any sense. How you gonna build a community when you hate your women? You can't have no black community filled with niggas that hate the women in the community. Fuck out of here. Where the hell are you going following dudes who do nothing but show nothing but anger towards women? Dudes who ain't got nothing. Dudes who crying. They sitting up here crying live on air. Bitching. Man, black women are ratchet. Black women got fuckery going on. Black women, if you listen to these dudes, right, all they do, right, is rehash the hurt that they got with their women. It's the same shit. They play it over and over and over again. The things that they tell you that they don't like about women are the things that they don't like about what that woman did to them or what relationship that they used to be in and it fell apart. And so now you sitting up here listening to his personal pain. He masking his personal pain and he trying to paint a broad brush over all black women. And you niggas is falling for it because y'all stupid too. Y'all weak ass dumbass niggas that don't know how to keep a woman either. He ain't got no woman, and neither do you. Come on, man. You think a woman would be with a dude like Red Supreme or any of these manosphere dudes? Well, there may be a few. And then the ones that are on their side, they don't want to mess with them either. They be disrespecting them too. The women that's on their side, they be disrespecting them too. They don't want them either. You know how many times Sister George been disrespected by dudes in the manosphere? How many times she's been called out for being a hoe and all kinds of stuff? They don't respect her. They don't even respect the women that's supposed to be on their side. And y'all supposed to be grown ass men. Y'all up here following another man who's telling you crazy shit. And you running around here telling the next man that same crazy shit. The nigga tell you, well, black women are hoes and bees and hoes. You run into the next black man, hey, Red Supreme said black women are hoes and bees and hoes. Word. He goes to the next man, yeah, man, my man told me that black women are bees and hoes and bees. Y'all. You going out on dates, telling women that you follow Kevin Samuels. Going out on dates, telling women that you follow alpha male strategies. Are you kidding me? These dudes are anti-female. Alpha male strategies is gay too. He's lying. He ain't never had no girl. You ever hear this dude tell you stories about the women he with? The stories don't even make any sense. All he do is humping. As soon as he meet a woman, he humping. He meet a woman 5 minutes, they humping. They go down the street, meet the next girl, they humping. Then down the street again, the next girl, they humping. He done met 12 girls in a span of an hour and a half, they all humping. Fuck out of here. His stories don't even make any. His stories don't make any sense. Every time he talk about he been with this girl, within 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they humping. He humping. I was listening to one time, man. He must have humped, what, in a day, something like 19 girls. Come on, dog. Y'all really believe that? Well, apparently y'all do, because that nigga paid, right? He got all y'all money. Making big money off of Patreon, telling you losers. And then he's trying to tell you how to get women. When you listen to his stuff, right? We did a show breaking down one of his podcasts, right? And we wasn't impressed at all. At all. At all. And you incels, y'all go run and get these people money. I never forget the guy who came up on the show. What's his name? Golden Arsenal. He said if he had the two grand, he would pay Kevin Samuels to make his life better. That's where y'all at now? That's why you got all of these dudes all of a sudden becoming these relationship gurus? Because y'all coming up off that money? You can't make your money work for you in real life, so you want to give it to a loser that's going to teach you how to lose? If a dude is telling you, check this out. If you listen to a dude that's telling you that he don't want no woman and you shouldn't have a woman that doesn't prioritize all her time around you, that dude is a loser, and so are you. And not only are you a loser, but you are unrealistic about life. And the fool that told you, that thinks you a damn idiot because you listening to him, and you listening to him because you can't think for yourself. Ain't no woman gonna be with you prioritizing all that. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Who doing that? You can't even get a dog to do that. You can't even get a dog to be around you all the time. What human being is going to prioritize all their time around you? You gotta be an idiot to think about that shit. That's how these dudes get you, and they making money off of you, right? And you listening to them. That's how Tyreek Nasheed made all that money off the MacBooks. Because you niggas are dumb. You actually believe that shit is gonna work. That shit don't work. Women don't get Mac like that in real life. Macking is for the movies, not for real life. That's one thing they forgot to tell you. That shit don't work in real time. Ain't no such thing as macking no women. You don't mac women. That's movie stuff. That's why you only see that in the movies. You don't see nobody walking around calling themselves a Mac. Y'all believe that stupid stuff. That's why y'all getting taken to the cleaners now by these charlatans. Guys like Red Supreme, guys like Alpha Male Strategies, guys like Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul. You guys are taking you to the cleaners. And now Obsidian. Who the hell believes that Obsidian is a relationship coach? This is the same dude that said he wanted to check this out. Let me see how dumb you guys are, right? Obsidian said on a live stream that he wanted to see a black woman die by drowning in a pool of her own blood. And you want to listen to him as a relationship coach? What the fuck you want to do? Be a serial killer? You want to kill women or something? Why on earth would you listen to that dude about being a goddamn relationship coach? But when he ain't in no relationships, he hate women. This is the same dude that said that he would get a running start and drop kick a pregnant woman. That's who you want to teach you about relationships? That's who you listening to? That's who you're gonna give your money to? That's why you catch us as a joke, man. That's why I hate you niggas. Seriously, man, I hate you niggas. Listen to dumbass niggas. This is stupid shit. That's why your life is messed up. That's why nobody takes you seriously. That's why you don't have nothing going on here in real time. You don't have anything. You can't hang your hat on nothing. Nothing. You got the nerve to sit up here and talk about somebody else. You can't hang your hat on nothing. Somebody come up here and tell me what you can hang your hat on as a black man. And don't sit up here and tell me about, well, I'll take care of my kids. I don't want to hear that. You're supposed to take care of your kids. Don't come up here looking for some accolades because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Come up here and hang your hat on something real. Something that we can verify. Y'all can't hang your hat on nothing. And you said, talking about, well, we got brothers doing this. We got brothers doing, what are you doing? See that we got brothers doing this and that, it's not going to cut it, bro. Because it's not enough. It's not a big enough visible, I'm sorry, visual presentation for us to look at or study. It's not enough. Don't sit up here and tell me when you get called out for being fake. Don't sit up here and tell me, well, there are some brothers doing stuff. Okay, there are some brothers doing stuff. What about you? What are you doing? Don't tell me about some other brothers that's doing something. What are you doing? Because you don't want to sit up here running your mouth about ain't no solutions. And I guess there's not going to be any because you dudes ain't really interested in making any solutions. You want to go run and try to find somebody to tell you what a solution is. But the problem is, for somebody to tell you what the solution is, you ain't got the heart to bring the solution into fruition. Let's just face it. A lot of you guys are some bitch ass punk niggas. And that's not an insult. That's some real shit. A lot of you are some bitch punk ass niggas. You scared of fucking responsibility. You don't want to own shit. You're scared of that responsibility too. You're scared of your kids. You don't want to take care of them. You don't give a fuck about them. Many of y'all. You don't want to be responsible in the community. You don't really want any solutions because a solution would mean that you would have to get off your ass and be responsible for something. Y'all not trying to hear that shit. Y'all rather run around here at 45 and 50 talking about something, pump and dumping these bitches, pump and dumping these hoes. Like a goddamn truant teenager. And then look at your sartorial expression. Many of you 45, 50 years old, you dress like a truant teenager. 50 years old, dressing like you 19. Look at Red Supreme. Old ass nigga dressing like a goddamn 17-year-old gangbanger. You don't care about your sartorial expression. You don't care about your own maturity. You have immature conversations. The way they break down into stupid ass petty fights, and you get nothing solved. You're looking for drama all day long. You want to be entertained. That's why you're a joke. That's why your life expectancy is dropping down close to zero. I mean, this fool just came in here and said he hate black women. That's the best y'all got? Is that the best y'all can do, man? Is to come in here and say, wait a minute. First you come in here and you say, I hate black men. Then you say, ain't no solutions. You talk about building a goddamn community without talking about anything. I don't know how you talk about building a goddamn community without talking about it. You guys talk about building a black community, but don't never say anything about building a black community. And so you say all these things. And the best you got is to come in here and say you hate black women. That's the best you got. That's your big shot. That's your smoking gun. That's the best you niggas can do. If that's the best you can do, your life is already over. And your image is done as black men. That's the best you can do. We don't sit up here and call ourselves black men and got the nerve to ask for respect. But the best you can do as a black man asking for respect or thinking you deserve respect. The best you can do is come in here and let fly out of your filthy mouth, you hate black women. What do you think other races think about you when they hear shit like that? You think they think you cool? You think they down with you? You think that you some hot shit? You just told them that you don't give a F about your women. So that means that they can do whatever they want to your woman and don't have to worry about you interfering. And you know what? That leads to mad disrespect. I'm talking about the kind of disrespect that's super bold. You ever seen Super Bowl disrespect? See, a lot of you never faced Super Bowl disrespect because you haven't been in the right areas. See, Super Bowl disrespect is when a man will come up to you with your wife and kids, punch your wife in the face like you invisible, and kick your child in the back like you ain't even standing there. I seen a white woman do that to a black dude. I seen a white woman on video, and I'm gonna find it. I'm still looking for it. Come up to a black dude, smack his son in the mouth, and kick him in the back. And he didn't do a damn thing. Oh, wait a minute. He said, "You better watch it." She kicked your son in the back with one of her foots. She kicked your son in the back in front of you, and you didn't do a damn thing. You said, "You better watch it." That is super bold disrespect. That's what you call super bold disrespect. How many of you experienced that? Some of you have. You're scared to say something about it. You've experienced that super bold disrespect, right? Let's just face it, man. A lot of y'all don't have any women because a black woman would never be safe with any of you. How can you build a black community and you can't keep your women safe? That's priority. When you are building a community, you must be able to keep your children and your women safe. They are the blood, they are the lifeline of your race. They must be kept safe. You online Negroes can't do that. You don't never talk about doing that. As a matter of fact, you are talk about the antithesis of doing that. Hell, y'all ain't trying to protect a goddamn thing. I heard you niggas cuss out a pregnant black woman. She should have kept her fat ass in the car. Who says shit like that? What kind of man of integrity, what kind of man of honor, what kind of man, right, that's looking for respect for other men says some shit like that? She should have kept her fat ass in the car. This woman is 4 or 5 months pregnant. She should have kept her fat ass in the car. Why she get her fat ass out the car? How do you talk about a pregnant woman like that? And I'm supposed to look at you with some kind of respect. I'm a grown ass man, a mature man. I would never talk like that to a pregnant woman. What makes you think that I would condone any of you motherfuckers doing it in my presence? You think I'm supposed to be cool with that? Okay, let's just say I'm hanging out with one of you punk ass niggas, right? Y'all hanging out with the Black Knight, okay? All right? I'm making an exception. Okay? Y'all rolling with the Black Knight for a day. And we out and about, chilling. Okay? Talk to some ladies. I'm very, very respectful of ladies in public. Very, very respectful. Especially pregnant ladies. You do not disrespect no pregnant woman around me. I will fuck you up. I'm serious. Even if I have to put a bullet in your ass, I will fuck you up. You know why? Because I hold pregnant black women in the highest esteem. I've gone on record, and I've said this many a times. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. I'm going to say it again. To me, the most beautiful thing in the world is a pregnant black woman with child, meaning the child's in her stomach developing, growing. A pregnant black woman with child. To me, that is the most beautiful thing in the world. I don't give a fuck if you punk ass niggas don't like that. I'm going to say it one more time with some feeling this time. I think the most beautiful thing in this world is a pregnant black woman with child. I hope that made some of you mad. I hope you don't like it. So you out with me, we in public, right? And you commit the cardinal sin, disrespecting a pregnant black woman in front of me by calling her a fat ass. You think I'm gonna let you keep some of your teeth after that? I'm gonna be first. I'm gonna be a man. See, I stay strapped. Okay, I stay strapped, but I can fight too. I'm old school. I told you, I'm an old blacktop nigga. I grew up in the days of body slams where you had to be tough. Think I'm still tough. I'm an old blacktop nigga. I ain't got no problem knuckling up, even if I get my ass whooped. I'm gonna be a man about that first. I'm gonna bust you in your mouth. Seriously. I'm gonna punch you dead in your mouth. It's gonna be a hard punch. It's gonna knock you down. Now, what happens after that? It's gonna be your call. You can get up and try to fire on me if you want. I wouldn't recommend that because I'm gonna be expecting that. Or you can get up and try to step to me back like a man. It's up to you. But I'm going to hit you in your mouth hard. But I'm going to make sure I knock some of your teeth out. Because you need to be taught a lesson. You don't talk to women that way, especially pregnant women. You don't call no pregnant woman that's carrying a child a fat ass. What kind of man are you? See, that's what's wrong with a lot of you niggas right now. I give Randy SoCal credit for one thing. He did have one coherent thought. It was about RBR when he said that other races of men don't let men coon and disrespect their own people like that. They'll do something about it. He's absolutely right. We talked about RBR should be disciplined, right? Because if RBR was Mexican, he'd have been dead by now. If he was Asian, he may not have been dead, but he damn sure wouldn't be doing what he's doing. But because he's black and you guys are so cowardly, you can get away with that. But what I'm saying is, I ain't gonna let you talk about no pregnant woman like that around me. I'm gonna go in your mouth. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it sounds like. I don't care what you think about it. I don't give a good goddamn. Because I'm just that much of a motherfucking badass. And I'll take the repercussions. Because I was man enough to do and I'm man enough to take the repercussions that comes behind it. You ain't gonna disrespect no black woman around me like that, especially a pregnant one. Calling a pregnant woman a fat ass. Where the fuck you get off calling a pregnant woman a fat ass? You stupid motherfucker. And what's up with you punk ass niggas who want to leave your wives after they done had beautiful children for you? That's another panel I've heard where a bunch of niggas is on there talking about, well, she done get fat. I'm ready to leave. Well, dude, she just had 3 kids for you. I don't care. When I married her, she weighed 12 pounds. I wanted to go back to weighing 12 pounds. Dude, she just had kids. Don't you niggas understand that a human life is a powerful thing and it can wreck a woman's body? We're not talking about Tonka toys here. We're not talking about action figures. We're talking about human beings, a life force, nigga. You know how powerful that is? This woman has a life force inside her, man. You know what that can do to her body? Some women have pregnant and they're never right. Some women give birth to children and they're never right again. They can never get back that little, like, before they got pregnant, they was like what, $1.15 or $1.20, and then they had 2 kids. Now they're like $1.75, and just can't get back to that $1.20. The closest they can come is like $1.50 or something like that, because the body is just different. Kids do that to women, man. Didn't y'all understand that? Y'all need to understand and get some damn education on women before you're going around disrespecting them. Understand what they go through, especially during pregnancy. It'll blow your mind, all of the changes that their body go through. And they willing to deal with all of that to bring a human into this world. And you niggas ain't grateful for that? Man, don't you know your mama went through all of that? Are you shameless ass niggas talking about you hate your mamas? You know what your mama went through to bring your punk ass into this world? And the best your ungrateful, raggedy ass can do, sit up and say you hate your mama? I ain't got no respect for no nigga that hate his mama. I don't give a fuck if she was wrong. There's ways you work that out. There's ways you go about that. But even the creator said, right, make peace with your mother and father before they go to their graves. Honor thy mother and father, and thy days shall be long on this earth. So you make peace with your pops, but won't make peace with your mama? You cool with your pops, who 9 times out of 10 left you and abandoned you. You cool with him, but won't make peace with your mama? The scripture says, honor thy mother and father, and thy days shall be long on this earth. You make peace with your father, who's an absentee. Y'all cool as fuck. You ain't never seen him, but y'all cool as hell. Hey, yo, man, you cool with your... Yeah, man, I'm cool with my dad, man. Word? What's the last time you saw him? I don't know. I ain't seen that nigga since I was like 5 years old. But we tight, though. But I hate my mama, who raised me to an adult, who was there when nobody else was there, who made sure I didn't go hungry, who made sure I had a roof over my head, shoes on my feet, clothes on my back. I fucking hate her guts. I can't stand her. She made sure I ate every night. She made sure I had toys for Christmas. And like Tupac said, she made miracles every Thanksgiving. But I hate her guts. Can't stand her. I'm cool with this nigga I ain't never seen before, who's supposed to be my daddy, Ain't did shit. Ain't so much as call me on my birthday, send me a card, nothing. We tight in the motherfucker. We cool in the game. That nigga showed up. I don't even know what the fuck he looked like. But as soon as he said he my pap, hey, dad, long time no see. Literally. Let's go out and get a burger. You cool with that nigga, but you hate your mama? The one that was there for you when your daddy abandoned you? The one that rubbed calamine lotion on your chest when you had the chicken pox? The one that gave you milk magnesium when you was constipated? The one that took you to all your doctor's appointments? The one that brought you glasses when you needed glasses? The one that came to school and stood up for you when you were being bullied? The one that made sure you got an education? You hate that person? The one that picked you up from school, drove you to school? That's who you hate? And y'all wonder why I hate you niggas. I should have, you know what? I should have changed this. I should have put the title of the live stream, I hate you niggas. That's what it done turned into. Now I don't want to talk about no, community building. I want to talk about how much I hate you niggas. That's what I want to talk about now. I'm gonna hate your mama, the one who's been there for you, did everything for you. Niggas, you crazy. But you love your daddy, the one who didn't give a fuck about you, the one that didn't give a damn if you lived or died, because he hated your mama too. The one that's trying to get away from you and don't want no responsibility. The one that's saying that he blamed your mother for having you. You ain't got no problem with him. Y'all tight to the motherfucker. Y'all cool in the game. But you hate the person that raised you and made sure you was protected, provided a roof over your head, fed you, clothed you, kept you safe, went to bat for you, made sure you got an education. Well, some of you anyway. But some of you motherfuckers slipped out the back. When mom dropped you off to school, you fucking slipped out the back door. Okay? You niggas went true and the moms didn't know it. You found out though when you didn't graduate. They're like, well, why my baby ain't graduating? Well, your baby ain't been to school in 4 years. What? I've been dropping him off at school for 4 years. Well, he ain't been in a class in 4 years. Okay? Now, where would we be? Let's talk about the single black mother. And I know this is going to bother a lot of y'all. You're going to hate this shit, right? Good. Good. Let's talk about these super moms, these super single baby mamas. Now, you niggas is always popping your gum, flapping your gums about how single black mothers hurt the black community, how single black mothers ain't shit, how single black mothers are making the boys effeminate. Well, we already debunked that. That's a lie because the people that's making the boys effeminate are black men, right? And we got receipts on that. And so you're always, popping your gums about how single black. Well, I'm here to tell you, right, that single black mothers are the shit. and they outshine black fathers. Do you know that over 80% of the superstars in the NFL, almost 80% come from single mother homes? Did you know that? Almost 80%, something like 79% single black mother homes. 79% of superstars in the NFL come out of single black mother homes. Where you niggas at? Where's your representation in the NFL? Where you niggas at? Same numbers in the NBA. I think it's a little higher in the NBA. I think it's on like 84% come out of single black mothers' homes. Looks to me like single black mothers are raising their boys to be superstars, not effeminate. Superstars. And they back that up, right? Reggie Bush bought his mama a house, Antonio Brown. I can go on and on and on and on and on about NFL players who love their mamas, who talk about how much their mamas pushed them and kept them on the straight and narrow and put them, or took them to football practices. Mamas, not daddies, mamas, football moms, basketball moms, pushing their sons to be great. Where you niggas at? I got a clip I want to show y'all. Okay? Very interesting clip. Dame.
Yes.
That clip that Charlene sent, the one about the guy who gave the other guy the present. Get that queued up.
Okay.
I want to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all how weak you niggas are. Okay? The black mothers are raising their boys to be superstars, superheroes. Bo Jackson's mama raised him to be a superhero. Black women out here raising superheroes. Where you niggas at? Where y'all representation at? Now, don't get me wrong. There's some couples, like Jerome Bettis, he had his mother and father. But that's a minority. The majority is single black mothers. They are the majority. The fathers are the minority. You say single black mothers are hurting the community? I don't think so. They raising superstars, multi-millionaires, superheroes. Okay, you got it?
All right. Mm-hmm.
Let's just do the fair use thing just to be certain.
Okay. All right.
I want to show y'all something. Get in and read that.
All right. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research is not an infringement of copyright. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, cue it up, Dame. This is a black man. I've never seen this before in my whole life. And check this out. People are praising this dude, but they're black. But the only guys who are praising him, right, are backwards ass black men. Ain't no real dude praising this dude. Okay. Now this is some of the most. I've never seen this before. Okay. Now I'm gonna let it play, and then we're gonna bring it back. And then I'm gonna talk about why I don't like what's on this video. Okay. Play it, Dan.
So this video shows a father giving his ex-wife's new husband a gift for Christmas for taking care of his kid. And this video is going.
You heard what he said? This is a video of a father giving his ex-wife, new husband, a gift for taking care of his kids. Play it.
Going viral.
Ex-husband gifts current husband appreciation gift.
I'll tell you how much I appreciate you. You know, this is a new journey for all of us, and I can't express that much that I appreciate you, how you look after my kids as your own. Like, really, words can't express how much I appreciate you. You know, being a father, you know, you're like, man, I don't want to have someone, you know, look after my kids and another man in my kid's life. You know, even like my best friend, like, hey, man, this is stuff that you pray for. You know, you want to have a good man in your kid's life. A lot of people who, if it ain't their kids, they don't want to do nothing or be a part of it, you know. But you embrace them and protect them, provide for them. We have no drama, you know, we communicate. And this is just an early Christmas gift just to show my appreciation for you. And I just want you to know, you know, words can't express. And you can open up. That's my appreciation right there.
No. Ooh, you got the boys. Oh.
So
Don't forget about his shoulder.
Appreciation.
Man.
First off, let me say this. Before we get into this topic, if you're not mature enough for this conversation and are closed-minded with the short attention span of a goldfish.
Stop. You see the... Now, they know this is fucked up on so many levels, right? So they want to start it off by saying, if you're not mature-minded, get the fuck out of here. That's not going to work. None of that's going to work. We saw what we saw, and we heard what we heard. And we're going to be mature about it. We're going to be very mature about our responses. Play it.
This video probably ain't for you, and you might want to scoot your boots and leave now. But if anyone who's watching this is ready to have some evolved, balanced, adult conversation, what's up, family? Let's get it. Now, with that being said, this has got to be one of the realest videos on the internet right now. Now, we don't know the circumstances of what transpired between these two men. However, do you know how rare it is for a man to show appreciation openly to another man who stepped in to help him raise his kids?
You notice what he said? Do you know how rare it is? Right? That's because it doesn't happen. It is very, very rare because men just don't do that. Now, if the man got hurt somehow, it was incapacitated, it was out of commission and couldn't do nothing, and then another man helped with his kids, that's different. That's different. I mean, you hurt, you down, you can't do nothing. A brother stepped in to help you with your kids until you got back on your feet. So he was able to do for yourself. Okay, we can fly with that. But if you're an able-bodied black man out here with a job, there's no fucking excuse for another man raising your kids. There's no excuse. And then to give a motherfucker a present for doing something you should have done. Basically, what you're saying is you have surrendered your kids to this man, and they can now call him daddy instead of you. You cool with that? You cool with them? You cool with him being more of an influential figure in their life than you? And then you gave this nigga some Jordans? Where they do that at? I mean, you niggas don't cease to amaze. Where they do this and then try to make up some story. Yo, man, you was there. What? Nigga, what do you mean he was there? Again. Now, I'm going to cut him some slack because I don't know the situation. The only thing that's going to fly is that he had to have gotten injured or something, lost his job, couldn't work, or was incapacitated in some kind of way due to no fault of his own. And this brother decided to do a manly thing and help him, with his kids. That's different. That's different. But if you're an able-bodied man, you don't let some other man raise your kids. That's some punk shit. That's some cop-out shit. And then get a nigga a gift. That means that you showing your kids that this man is more of a man than you. Is more of a father than you. And that they should look up to him for advice. Look up to him as a role model instead of you. This is weak on so many levels. Let's listen to let's finish it up. Yeah, play it.
It's where he may have fallen short. Do you know that this is not what the media wants us to see? Two black men unifying, coming together to build the black family instead of breaking up black households like we've seen so many times in all the movies, TV shows, and news reports? Do you know how empowered our communities would be if our kids saw more black dads being a team instead of fighting and arguing like the stereotypical negative statistic? Now, we all know as men, we can be very prideful sometimes. And some guys tend to have a hard time expressing themselves and showing transparency. So many people may not agree with this man gifting his ex-wife's new husband with rare cool gray Jordan 11s on Christmas and thanking that man in front of the whole family. And to anyone who may
You know how
be
much them
hating on
sneakers
this,
cost?
I
Stop. Y'all know how much them sneakers cost, yo? Them Jordan 11s? And my thing is that back in the day, if a man passed away, right, then the men in the community would come together to make sure his kids was all right. Okay, but nobody tried to step in his role and be a father. They were like stepdads, they would help from a distance. They would send money, and make sure his kids was all right. This nigga let another man raise his kids. And then show up with some Jordan 11s. Talking about some thank you. Bro, speak. Come alive, my brother.
Yeah, what's up, Max?
Jump in here, man. Let me hear your comments on this one.
Without knowing everything that's going on, I can't say whether this is a good thing or a bad thing because, like I said, I don't know the whole situation. I don't know if he was in jail, maybe he was hurt, I don't know what the situation is. So for me to say, hey, now, if it was just a simple fact that he had walked out on these kids and he was like somewhere else and he decided to pop back up, then yeah, I would agree with you. That's some lame shit. I would agree with you on that. But considering I don't know what's going on, I don't know the full background, I can't really say.
Right. That's why I backed off a little bit because I don't know the situation until we know exactly what happened. I'm going to reserve judgment. But if this is what I think it is, this is some bullshit. Because you don't do this. You don't let no other man raise your kids. But I'm going to reserve judgment until we find out exactly what happened. What was the situation? Was he in a situation that he couldn't control and something happened? He became incapacitated. All that is understandable. You know what I'm saying? But we got to see. We got to see what really happened. Do they say what happened?
Let me see. No. I thought I would have time to look into it to see um where this was is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Where was that?
Well,
Let's
you know,
see.
oh, I'm sorry, Dan. Go ahead.
I don't know. I was wrapping it up because I would be looking around for the original. Usually, there's more information on original than a redo.
Uh, yeah. Well, damn, I lost my train of thought. No, I was going to say that I can understand like if they were like if he was involved and they were both involved, and they were helping each other, then I can understand that. But from what this from the way this is being highlighted, it's like that this man was taking over the fatherly duties while the other guy was, I don't know what he was doing. So it's like it's kind of like I'm really, you know what? I'm really surprised that the step both of them are not getting clowned by the manosphere
Yeah.
because they seem like clowning material right here.
I mean, I've seen brothers help brothers out. You know what I'm saying? But the father was still in the home. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a situation like that. Like, if you say, look, man, I need a few dollars. I ain't getting them the hours on the job this week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You help your brothers out whatever you can. But like I said, I'm going to reserve judgment until I know exactly why that situation is what it is. And for their sake, I'm hoping it's not what I think it is. Because again, you niggas, man, it's just gonna look bad for you. Things just keep looking bad for y'all, man. And I'm gonna wrap up my rant at that moment and finish it on that. And the panel is now wide open, y'all. Y'all can come on up, speak on it, and you know, give your take on the rant, the show. If you still want to talk about community building, you can do that. I'll be right back, y'all. I got something to take care of. Dave, entertain, bro. Speak. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I did notice that he was in a what they call that. There's something was going on with his arm because the lady did say be careful of his arm, and they did the one handed, one sided because his arm was in a brace. But yeah, if you read that, yeah, it sounded like he did a lot. So that put into question how involved was the father. Was he was involved, but he was more the part time, and um, thanking him for help for making this easy as possible. Without any fuss or fight or whatever. But it make it sound like there's something that happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's something. I mean, something had to happen
Hmm.
because it don't seem like he's like this deadbeat. Because I can't see somebody who's a deadbeat who just abandoning the children would be doing any kind of shit like this. So I can't say it's that. Maybe, like you
And
said,
if he's a deadbeat dad, how would that look? He giving some experience. I don't know how big a deal. I know Jordans alone is it could be expensive, but these rare ones,
right?
nah,
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
that wouldn't look good, especially with the X
Yeah,
right there and the kids right there.
right.
I'd be like,
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's nothing like that, but I think like you said, maybe there's a health issue, maybe it's something going on. So no, I can't judge. And to answer Remy's, why Remy was saying, no, I can't judge it on this situation alone. If it was just straight deadbeat, yeah, I would go into that. But looking at the situation from what it is, it don't seem nothing like that. So that's why I'm reserving my judgment until till I know everything. I
Mhm.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
And
but
that's same with
really, but
and
it
that's
is.
the
You're
same
right.
with
It is
women.
surprising the manosphere hadn't clowned them,
That's what I was saying. I said this sound like
or at least the
this should be
stepdad.
yeah, they would be clowning both of them. The stepdad and the dude giving the shoes. This would be great clowning material. I'm surprised
Yeah,
it hasn't made
but
the round yet.
then it does throw out their narrative. Reason why you shouldn't be a stepdad because the father, have issues with him, and baby daddy drama. You know, so that negates that narrative. Okay,
Yeah.
uh, there's the father of the kids. He's there, and he's thanking the man who became stepfather to his kids, and all the all that's involved. Yeah. So that kind of negates their narrative of why you shouldn't be a stepdad. So that leaves, yeah. So in a way, it does kind of negate
Yeah.
what they've been saying. Shouldn't be stepfather, especially if the father is still in their life. All that trauma, he gonna be hating you involvement in the kids, and the kids will be like, "You're not my daddy." Situation.
Well, it's the thing. It's like these dudes go in these situations without a game plan. They don't go in this situation vetting this woman, vetting the kids, asking these questions. I mean, if you can tell if the dude is going to be a problem, she will one way or another let you know that this dude is going to be a problem.
Hmm.
And dudes don't really look into that. So they get in there. Next thing you know, dude coming around acting a fool because you're around his kids. I mean, that a lot of that's. I mean, does it happen? Yeah. I mean, shit. I had a kind of interesting situation with my brother and with his ex's other man that it was weird. So that does happen. But if you're not vetting that woman and finding out how she is and how why and talking to her and see how she feels about her ex like that, I mean, if you're not doing that, yeah, you're gonna run into stuff that you don't usually you're gonna run into something that's gonna be a problem. But I think again, like is that every ex is that the majority? No. I think the majority of the time is everybody's doing their thing. And and the quickest way you want to solve that situation, if there's any issue between if you're going to be a stepdad, be in that relationship, the best thing you do is go talk to the father. Y'all have a conversation, meet up, talk, what you expect, what you don't expect. And now if either one don't want to meet, that's a problem. That's
Hmm.
a big red flag. Because you're a man, he a man. Y'all should be able to, at least, at the very least, because these are the children. That if you're the stepdad, you want to make your relationship with the children as best as possible, without the least amount of problems as possible.
Hmm.
While it would benefit you to talk to that father and see, okay, what you want me to do, what you don't want me to do. This is find out all that stuff. But if you're not doing that, I mean, you're gonna run into problems, and you know, So, like I said again, until I know what all happened and all that thing, no, I can't really say what it would. What?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Mm.
That's fair. I mean, because we don't know yet. Well, it don't look good.
No,
On the
the way
surface, it
it's
don't look
presented
good.
don't look
Yeah,
good.
no,
The way it's
no, it don't
presented,
look good.
Yeah, yeah,
it don't look
Yeah,
good at all. It's just
yeah.
like,
no,
wait,
no,
what
it don't look
are
good.
you doing?
He's
Yeah,
presented like the stepfather did
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
father.
exactly.
it's
Uh-huh.
just
And where the
like,
fuck was you at, nigga, at the bar this whole time? You know what I'm saying? The fuck, like,
You had a
you know,
rehab.
yeah,
You getting
did
a
you just
horrible
go out of
accident. That's
jail?
what
fucking
why you
halfway
shouldn't drink.
house. You know, but nah, it don't look good. But I'm a reserve judgment. I want to give it the fair, because I want to see what really. I hope we can find more information on it because I really want to know what happened.
Yeah, and he's getting them
Yeah,
expensive shoes
yeah,
on
man. Them
top.
Jordan 11s ain't no joke.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, wow. I mean, you must be doing a bang
I
up
think,
job.
if I'm not
I don't.
mistaken, I think that's a collector's item version.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got money like that. I was like, okay.
hmm
Yeah, damn. That dude
Yeah,
must be.
Jordan got several shoes that are collector's items, man.
Yeah, I'm not the shoe person, so
Mhm.
but
Mm.
but damn, I'm like this dude's. I mean, this the stepdad must be doing a just like bang up job to be going to get these collector out of shoes. But yeah, like I said,
Mhm.
that don't look good, and I'm surprised. Like I said, the Mansfield haven't caught wind of it and just clown this dude to high heaven.
Mhm.
You know,
Dang, we got comment by Remy.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I said that to say that men are always afforded the benefit of the doubt. Are black women afforded the same thing? If a black woman is an unfit mother, nobody makes excuses for her. She has to be perfect.
That's for you, bro. Speak.
Mhm.
um, like I said, everything is situational. You talking about the Mansfield? I mean, you know where the Mansfield stands.
Uh huh.
That you know where they stand. So why would you even be surprised they would not give her any benefit of the doubt? But actual mm, black men who've been around, who've been raised with a single mother, oh, they give them all. They give her all the benefit of the world. Shoot. I mean, I work in a prison. You talk about one of these dudes' mamas and see what happens to you.
Absolutely.
They don't play that. I don't.
Mm-mm.
They can be the just most. They can be the most hardened criminals. Call you everything under the sun. You talk about their mama. Oh, it's on. Or they're gonna report you. They'll be. I had dudes come to me like, "Hey, she said that about my mama." What are you talking about? Didn't I just see you call her a B and all this? But she talked about my mama. What the? But that's how they go. What are you talking about society? I mean, what you talking about recently? Cause I don't know about that one. Cause I don't know. I see it differently. Cause I don't know because from my experience from what I've seen and from the people that I've been around,
Mhm.
mothers get the benefit of the doubt, at least from my perspective. Now,
Okay.
if you're talking about Mansfield is a different ball game. If we're talking about just society, I think they get more of the benefit than the fathers. You already assume you're deadbeat. If you ain't there, it could be they don't even care why, but
Hmm.
you just yeah.
Yeah. Well, some appreciate their mama, but I think they appreciate their mama because they're behind bars, and mom is the most consistent person to visit them, to
Oh yeah.
give them things. Think about
Yeah.
that. Who's their visitors the most? Mama.
Oh yeah. Man.
Mama's number one. So,
Yeah.
and they lock down and everybody else is not around. So they seen that's the person that's constantly coming. So at that moment, they appreciate mama. They love mama. Mama can't do no wrong. I've been doing all this stuff and she's still stuck by him. She's still giving me a little something. She's still trying to help me out. She's lifting me up. Yeah. They in the circumstances. Now, catch them out of them circumstances. If they still showing appreciation to mama, okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
But I know some of them, and it could be just the people I know. Yeah, they very appreciative of mama.
Okay, okay.
Why they,
Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Speak. You on the hot seat. Dame, we Ruby's comment. Yeah, bro, go speak. You on the hot seat, bro.
okay.
Go ahead, play. Read the comment.
Everyone expect black women to be perfect, but okay. And people are less willing to help black women when they're having a hard time. Hint, the prison system. So many women support the men.
I think the manosphere wouldn't help a black woman.
No.
You see, another thing too, ladies, we gotta understand something. These dudes online, they do not speak for mainstream black men. Okay? Mainstream black men don't even know these dudes. Never heard of these dudes. I think I ran into one dude that knew something about Kevin Samuels or a little something about the manosphere. That's it. Most of the brothers outside don't know nothing about these guys. Ain't never heard of them. Don't know nothing about them. Okay? And majority of the black men, right, like Bro Speak said, they love their mamas. Okay, now you got these dweebs online that don't like their mamas, but the majority of black men love their mamas. Don't get it effed up. They'll kill you over their mamas. Okay? Yeah, Bro Speak.
Well, like I said, I can't speak on the prison system of women because I don't work in a women's prison, so I can't speak on that. I understand about the men's side. Well, and at the time, a lot of the times, it's not because that these men were just these so supportive guys. They were just doing it. These women are attracted to these dudes. They're paying because they're so attracted to them. They don't care what these dudes be doing. So that's more understandable than on the other. But like I said, on the women, I can't speak on the women prison because I don't know. And the saying that is the support the same? I don't. That I could not tell you. I don't work there, so I
hate these niggas, man. I don't like none of these niggas. I hate them all. I do because it's just a waste. You're using this space and the fact that a grown ass black man will come into this space and just say, "I hate black women." That's all you got. You ain't got nothing. That's the only thing that's to you. That's the most important thing to you. You hate black women. We can, and this is why we can't build no communities. This is why most of these dudes online are fake. Trying to sit up here, ride Q Butter's coattail, but they don't give a shit about no black community. Okay? I hate black women. What kind of black man says, I hate black women? What kind of man hates women?
Sure.
And I hate these niggas, man. And they're coming online talking about how much you hate your mothers, but you're cool with your pops, who was never there for you. I heard a guy say, I ain't never met my father. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm sure my mother drove him away, and I would be cool with him if I did meet him. But you hate your mama, who was there your whole life, gave birth to you, put food in your belly, gave you a place to stay, put you through school. You can't stand her, but you're gonna be cool with the guy that you never saw before, don't even know what he looked like, but he calling himself your pops. Was never in your life. Make that make sense.
I put in the chat, it really depends on the mother, because I can't see if I just can't see you being cool with the dude. Really, you know what I really do think, and I'll be honest, a lot of that stuff is cap. I think they do hate their dads too. They hate their mother because they got with a dude like their dad. They really do hate their dads. These dudes don't look how they treat each other. Look how they treat each other. They cool one minute, then they hate each other the next. You can't tell me that you like your pops, and you can't even get along with your other men for 5 minutes because they say something that you don't like. It is World War III. I don't think these dudes like their dad. I don't think they like the community. Period. They have the most vitriol from their mother is because she's there. Whether she did a good job, terrible job, in between, she's there. You're going to take out your vitriol on the people that's closest to you. And unfortunately, a lot of times, it is the mother.
But you see, that's what's so weak to me. You see what I'm saying? It could be, and I'm a ringer. I'll admit that. I had my father, okay, and my grandfather. Okay, I'll admit that. But still, that's weak. You're a man now.
Right.
You can make your own decisions. You can make better decisions. Be the man your father wasn't. If it's like that, if you hate your papa, the best way to get back at him is be the man he wasn't.
Exactly. And the thing is, a lot of dudes do that. A lot of these dudes become fathers because they don't want to be. They be some of those dudes be super dads because they don't want to be like their daddy, or they
I got a friend like that.
My
friend Sharon's like that.
Yeah, my experience, and I think Melanie Vezel asked me a question in the chat, but I'll say it here. One of the reasons why I didn't have children is because of my father. It wasn't really my brothers, it was my father. Because he wasn't really the father that I needed him to be. So I didn't feel that I had the tools to be a father. Then the other thing was, my ex, she had health issues that, it made it would be a situation where it would be a likely scenario I'd be a single father. And I really didn't want that for my child, only because, like I said, I went through where I didn't see my daddy for months. And I'm sorry. Yeah, hear that beeping? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, and that's the thing, and that kind of so that like I said, it would do two things. Either you're going to be the super dad at times, or you're going to shy away from that.
Right. And you see, and my thing is, you don't help yourself, especially when you say you want respect. Okay, it's like y'all have heard me say this several times. Love is for women, respect is for men. Okay, men, we respect each other. That's important to us. You see what I'm saying? If you want a man's respect, you don't go and do weak shit, because men, we don't respect weak shit. We respect strength. So if your daddy is the guy that you don't like, then don't be like your daddy. Take care of don't be a deadbeat dad like he was. Don't sit up here and try to act like, A deadbeat dads don't matter, and then turn on the woman. No, be an example, okay, of the man that you wish your father was. Don't be a deadbeat dad. Don't sit up here and advocate for divorcing yourself from your children. Don't sit up here and call out single baby mamas who are doing the best they can with the dirty hand that they've been dealt most of the time. Be a man that other men can respect. Can't respect no dude sitting up here bitching and moaning and complaining and griping about the man that he want to be, but don't put no effort into being.
Exactly.
And upset that he's not that man. Can't respect nobody like that. I yield the mic.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right about that. I don't have it. I'm not the one to have an issue with you saying that you hate your mother or anything like that. I'm not going to be that guy because there are things that happen in your life where you would hate somebody, but you have to deal with it. The problem is these dudes don't know how to deal with it. And you take that hatred of your mother for whatever reason and you cast it on all these single mothers like they just the problem of the community. That to me, like you said, that's weak
Mm-hmm.
because it just shows you never dealt with your problem, and instead of internally taking that and dealing with it and be like, and I'm not going to put another woman in that position. Instead, what you do, you want to shame all these mothers
Mm-hmm.
for however they got in that situation being a single mother. That to me is criminal because you don't like what your mother did. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
that's your mother. Not all these mothers was like that. My mother wasn't like that. I know some dudes who had single mothers. Their mothers wasn't like that. You can't paint all these mothers in the same brush. You know, that to me that is weak stuff.
I
You know,
can't rock with a dude that tells me he hates his mama. And the reason why, because at one point, that woman that you hate was willing to exchange her life for yours. You understand what I'm saying? She was willing to die for you. She was willing to give up her life if that what it came down to, so that you can live. And what I mean by, you see, what people don't understand about pregnancy. This is why I hate Kevin Samuels so much for saying what he said. Okay, women, when a life force is very, very powerful. Okay, it emits an incredible amount of energy, and that energy can kill a woman at any time during the birth process. It can take her life in an instant. And she knows that. She knows that. How many people know, how many niggas you know that they're about to go into a situation and the possibility of them dying is 100% real. And they go into it anyway with no fear. You see, that's what a woman does when she goes into labor and just getting ready to have a baby. She already know what the deal is, right? That this baby, is possible that this baby can take her life. But she does it with no fear. She gets pregnant knowing that that's the end game. That's the possible result, right, of that pregnancy coming into fruition, that it could end with her life. But yet she has no fear, and she faced that time and time again. I can't hate nobody like that. Even if I may have been somewhat abused, I couldn't hate nobody like that. somebody that was willing to die for me.
And
I can't
you
rock
know,
with that.
yeah, and I can understand it from your perspective, and I understand that because, but I think here's the other thing that I think we minimize the. I think society has, in a lot of ways, minimized the fact that women could die in childbirth. I,
Hold on. I'm sorry, Bruce, but let me say one more thing.
yeah,
This is why I love black women so much. But I keep telling people about love, right? And how women, when they love men, right, they really love us. Now, when a woman loves you, she wants to give you the most precious thing when she really loves you. The most precious thing that she can give you is a child. So that means that she's made a decision because she loves you so much that she's willing to put her life on the line to bring you one of the most precious things in this world, and that is a child. Knowing that her life is on the line, knowing that her life is going to be on the line. But because she loves you so much, she's willing to take that chance to bring you one of the most precious gifts in this world, and that's a child. That's why I hate these niggas so much, because they don't understand. You don't understand what women go through. You don't understand the sacrifices that they make and the danger that they put their lives in all for the sake of love. I yield the mic.
yeah, and let me say this before I gotta go because I gotta get to work. But I think, like I said, I think people have minimized the fact that women can die in childbirth. Was when we talk about the whole abortion thing and all that, we still forget that yeah, women could die during childbirth. There's no guarantee, even with all the medical technology that we have today, women still can die in childbirth. And I think society has minimized that to where I would a lot of these dudes don't understand that
Nope.
because that's that, and they in their own bubble. They're so in their hatred of the mother, other women, that they are not going to understand that. I don't think really anybody's going to understand that unless you are a woman. And the most you can do is empathize with it. In your case, you sympathize with it. But to truly understand it, you have to be in it, and that's why I don't try to debate on that reproduction stuff because at the end of the day, I'm not her. I
Mm-hmm.
can be her. That and having a child and sacrificing your, which potentially can sacrifice your life to bring a child. I don't take that lightly. That's
No,
part of the reason why, like I said, I didn't want to have a child with my ex because I I I hold that in high regard,
that's right.
and a lot of these dudes don't because again, like I said, they have their own hatred, and again, they're not women. They'll never be women, so they're not going to understand it. Hell, they don't even understand how much it costs just to raise a child, regardless if you're doing well or you broke. They don't
Right.
understand because they're not them, and they will never be them. And quite frankly, they don't want to. These dudes on these manosphere dudes don't want to. They don't care, and that's just the way it is. And sadly, a lot of these dudes can get on the mic because nobody can go and punch them in the chest. Nobody can
Mm-hmm.
go smack them upside the head. Nobody can uh find them and f them up for saying some of this stupid shit.
Yeah.
So that's why they can do this shit. And what is sad is that you they ruin the reputation of black men, and that's why a lot of good black men get attacked because of these goofy ass dudes. And you know, at first, I kind of, when I first got on, I kind of, I like, okay, this is goofy shit. But then, as they got worse and worse and worse and worse, and it's just like it gets more embarrassing. It makes me more angry, and it's like at first I sympathize, and I said it on your channel before. I sympathize with them, but as they kept talking, as they kept saying stupid shit, that whole thing with the consent thing, all this other shit that's going on, my sympathy just dried up. I still have empathy. I still understand, but the sympathy long gone. I have no sympathy for them because they don't want to do the things they need to do to build themselves up. Okay, fine. You don't want to deal with these black women. Fine. Hey, I'm not the moral police on that. But you don't even want to build yourself up so you can have the respect of everybody. You don't even want to try to do that.
Nope.
That's what pisses me off more than anything. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but you got to get the respect.
It's like you say, you don't want to deal with the black women, but you guys are just satisfied walking around here just being lousy ass niggas.
Yeah, they happy. They don't want to change.
Yeah.
They revel in being lesser. Hell, you got dudes. Some of the dudes in the Mansfield, they kind of like they want to back off on them, like, nah, bruh, nah, I can't go with where you going. I can't be with you. I got other things to do. I'm trying to build something. So me and my son, like one of them, he kind of like, hey, y'all doing too much because you're not trying to build nothing. You don't care about the family. You don't care about your legacy. And that's something that bothers me more than anything. You don't even care about your own legacy. You are okay with the fact that the FBI is going to investigate all you. You're okay with the fact that everybody thinks you're a bunch of losers. You're okay.
Wait a minute, the FBI is investigating the Manosphere?
They investigated who's that? Brian Solange and Black Avenger.
Oh man, I can't believe. Yeah, man, the FCC shut that nigga down.
Yeah, they brought it back, and then when that whole thing with the guy Frank James up there shooting everybody, yeah, they went after them.
Yeah.
But this is the thing; they okay with this.
How did they get the Black Avenger back up when they got shut down by the? How the hell they get him out of the FCC shut down?
They just changed the name. They changed the name.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
The
name. But that's the thing; they okay. You okay trying to be the face of fucking pedophilia? How the fuck you okay with that?
Yeah.
When you talk about consent.
I told you I done seen 9 panels of a gang of niggas talking about age consent laws. Yeah.
I seen that too. I'm like, what the blind fuck are you doing?
I mean, a gang of niggas up on a panel.
Why would you do that? You want to be the face. You want to be the face of pedophilia. You want to be the face of homosexuality. You want to be the face of every negative thing that's out here, and you don't care. You don't fucking care. That's the when I say I don't care about some things, it's because
I hate these niggas, man.
My life, but there are some things I do care about, and that is the image of black men. I care about that.
That's because why I hate these niggas.
Me, and I don't like that shit. I don't like anybody to think that, hey, this dude might be after my little girl. This dude might be after my little boy. This dude might be going around raping chicks. This dude want to pump and dump chicks. I don't want that image.
That's right.
These dudes don't care, and that's troubling. And that's why I can agree with you, Max. I can understand why you hate these niggas.
I hate them, man. I hate them, bro. They hurting my image as a black man. You got brothers out here working hard. You're messing with their image. No, I hate these niggas. You got black women, man, don't know what the hell to think. They don't know who to trust. They don't think any black man out here is any good.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like, what can I tell them? What can I say to them? What can I tell them? Hell, what can I tell other black men that are coming up there and looking at these dudes and like, this is what being a black man is.
Yeah.
This is what we are. I gotta check out. I'm good. Let me see the young men under them now. They've been checked out. They just like F this.
Yeah.
And you wonder why they starting to be a little feminine. Part of the problem is you. You causing this.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like they don't know what to turn. So hell, they might as well put on the dress.
I was showing receipts of that the other day.
I'm like, they might as well. You causing this shit.
And you walking around in a dress.
And you want to say it's black women. Dude,
no, it ain't black women. You niggas walking around in dresses. Yeah. Walking around in dresses.
You know?
Fingernail polish and shit.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah,
let me get out of here.
Okay, bro, speak.
But anyway, hey, brother, sorry I can't stay to talk to you. But
the living definition of half man, half drugs. Bro Rob, what up, baby?
What's happening, Max? Man, what's up, bro? How you doing, G?
How you doing, baby? What's going on, man?
Got peace of love, dang, Frankie. Yeah, I just say that I echo what Bro Speaker was just talking about. If you remember, Max, when this manosphere stuff first started, we was like, we wasn't like completely against it. We was just trying to see what it was.
Yeah, we was feeling them out.
Yeah,
I was actually over there for a while.
Yeah, and we listened to them, and so then we started disagreeing with some of the things that they were saying about black women. They started doing streams on black women every fucking day for at least 3 months, man. We didn't say a word.
Nope.
Didn't nobody say a word, right? So finally, on the Sunday Rumble, I believe it was, somebody had spoke like, man, G, why y'all always talk about these black women and what? And then that's when there was an explosion of platforms of people talking about black women every day. What's this lame ass nigga from Chicago name? Damn. I can see his face and can't think of his name, man. But this man got all the way to Sinetta talking about black women every day. You know what I'm saying? And I guess this social media shit, it ended up being like almost like how hip hop artists like try to outdo each other with how many people they kill. Bars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it ended up being, right? But then and I'm just running it down for the people who think that this is Johnny come lately. Hey, everybody, man, I can say proof positive. Max been against this shit from the beginning.
From the beginning.
And then
Jump Street.
Yeah, then it was something that blew up or whatever. You had did a reactionary video to it. Damn, what happened, bro?
You talking about the one I did with who was it about? I had a couple of them like that.
But like this shit was scandalous, and we like, see there, this shit ain't what y'all talking about? That shit don't make sense.
Nope.
This is pre-Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. This is before Kevin Samuels.
Yeah. This pre-Kevin Samuels. This is the Sunday Rumble still going on. It was something that happened, bro. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, right? We seen this shit coming, dog. We seen the shit coming, and with this money and echo chambers have legitimized a lot of the talking points, dog. You can really compare it. You can really compare it to the people who ran up on the Capitol on January 6th. You can compare it because the mentality is the same. It don't matter how much you tell them how destructive it is and how we just need to inform our people. Hey, don't be listening to these crybaby ass niggas. That's what the fuck. They are a bunch of fucking crybabies. Man, anybody that know me know that I don't go around bad mouthing people or none of that. But I will say out loud, G, that them niggas is a bunch of fucking crybaby ass, heartbroken ass niggas. And for any of y'all, and I done told dude, I can't remember who platform I was on, but I told dude that was talking about that age of consent. Hey, let me be very clear about something. If any of the young ladies that I mentor personally tell me that they dealing with a 40-year-old nigga, 50-year-old nigga, you are in mortal danger, nigga.
Absolutely.
You
big
heard?
Motherfucking trouble.
Man, G, like, man,
big trouble.
I'm not even fucking around, bro. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, you know what? And you know, I was telling, you know, the last time I was watching Bernard Riley, I was in the chat. So I tell you what, man, you niggas are really playing with fire. Y'all think this is some kind of game, bro?
Yeah. Hey, Nisha, you are exactly right. That's who I'm talking about. Minister Jap. And hey, Joe.
Oh, yeah, that crazy ass.
Man, he is a mark in the
wild
dark.
ass nigga, man. Yeah.
A mark in the
He
dark.
don't know what he want to be. He don't know if he want to be a damn alcoholic, a minister, he drunk ass nigga. Go ahead. Oh, alcoholic ass nigga.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. And this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. We must have standards. We must have requirements. That is how society is set up. I don't have any daughters, right? But if I had a daughter, man, I would look at her sideways and the nigga that she talking to 40, 50 years old, hey, fam, man, you gonna get done dirty, boy. You know, man, I'm dead serious, G. Ain't no way in the world anybody should be justifying the shit in any way.
But you know what, though? But you know what, though? They're not going to do that. They're going to go to other countries for that. They're not going to. Dude, you're not coming in nobody's hood with that shit.
Man, especially where I'm from, bro.
And live to tell about it?
Man, bro.
Nah.
Like, I'm talking about when it's age appropriate, we still looking at you sideways.
Exactly.
Boy, and man, and then for you to be 50 years old and you think you about to, man, hell no, boy. Hey, boy, ain't no way.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna go to these foreign countries where they can get that shit up. They're gonna go to these foreign countries. Guys like Cyber Supreme, who ain't nothing but a pedo. Man, you know, bro, going to these,
we have exposed that already. A lot of the guys that got all them that be you know, some of they loud talkers or whatever, they have questionable lifestyles outside of here, man.
Yeah.
You know,
like I said, they're not coming in nobody's hood, Rob. They're not coming down where you at. Ain't nobody doing that. Okay, because they're not leaving alive. They know that. They're not doing that. That's why they do this stuff online and they get this passport thing going on, talking about they want to go to other countries. They're not coming to your hood with that. They're not coming to my hood, but they ain't doing that.
Man, check this out. I remember this was maybe 2 years ago, right? One of them passport bros, right? That Mark went out of town and bought a lady that he was dealing with out of town, out of country, bought her a stove. And they was calling it Stove Gate. So here it is, bro. You talking about how trifling black women are and how they ain't no good and all of this. and then you travel internationally and start dealing with women, and then she hits you with your sob story, and you buy her ass a stove. And so we call this stove gate. Most of these dudes is just dudes that was losing when they was in high school and they still bitter about it. You know what I'm saying? I have great memories from when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Gang banging and otherwise. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's a bunch of lames that's just spitting their rhetoric.
Straight lame.
Yeah, and they did linked up with Lames Unite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
across the
Other
country.
lames.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Cause you ain't grow up around no men talking like that.
No.
You ain't grow up around no men talking like that, because they'd have told you. Boy, if you don't get your weak ass on somewhere with that weak shit, they'd have told you.
That's what I was saying earlier, right? Like you had them guys calling that girl that was being assaulted by the white dude in the Walmart parking lot, and she was pregnant. They kept calling her fat ass. I'm like, man, you couldn't call no pregnant woman around me no fat ass, bro.
Man, bro.
No.
Man, bro.
Not around me, you can't.
Man, bro. I remember a talking head on here. They was talking about remember when the white dude attacked old girl at McDonald's because she didn't give him a straw or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they was talking about the reason people didn't respond was because of the training manual. I said, hey boy, yeah, man, that is the reason why little boys is effeminate right now. It is because they get mixed messages from grown ass men.
The training manual.
Yeah, the training manual for McDonald's requires that you don't respond when a customer gets violent or something, whatever the fuck. I'm like a training manual.
Lying.
Like, dude, hey, what about being human? You a man seeing somebody that's weaker, not even just a woman, just somebody weaker getting attacked. As a man, if you don't do nothing, that takes away from your manhood.
So they saying, had they been there and that man attacked them, they just would have stood there and got beat up?
Yep, I guess so.
No. No, that training man, you say if you get robbed, don't fight the robber, just give them the money.
Okay, training manual.
Exactly. Training manuals go out of you would have to like drill it for somebody to not act like a human in that situation.
Training manual.
Man, what about the patrons? What about the people in the store? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm sitting there waiting on my order and I see dude attack that black girl, hey fam, I'm stomping his ears together. Off back, yo. Off back. You know? But I mean, weirdo shit just done got out of hand, Max. That's basically what it is.
But you know what the thing about it is? He knew where to do that at. He knew them boys wasn't gonna do nothing.
Oh yeah.
He must have did another time
they pick.
But he just chose the wrong person.
You see, they pick their targets. See, they be staking these places out. They know where they can get this off at. You know, they go in there, they watch the place a few times, be like, okay, these dudes ain't gonna do nothing. I come in here and act a fool, they ain't gonna do nothing. Versus them going somewhere else. You know, I truly believe that. I truly believe that they stake them places out. Okay? Because I don't know nobody that's going to react like that. He should have never made it out of there. I bet he could have came with no McDonald's. Well, I live at doing that.
Right. That's the bottom line.
He'd have been taken out on a gurney.
That's the bottom line. The bottom line is, like, again, we got to have standards. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder where that McDonald's was.
Man, I wish I knew.
I wonder if it was on like the outskirts of the city, like towards the suburbs somewhere.
Area,
Yeah. See, I can see it happening out there. It wouldn't in no inner city because they're not gonna come into the inner city like that. Okay, it had to be like way out there on the outskirts of the city, somewhere around where a bunch of white folks are at. You know, I'm willing to bet that's where it was. Okay, but that's where because white folks out there, white folks get real cocky. You know, like that dude in Florida, right? When he ran down in that parking lot and killed that young boy, lit that SUV up, and killed that young boy.
How
long ago? The one he actually turned down his music.
I thought that was in Ohio, but it was in
Florida. That's in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, you talk. I know exactly the case that you talk about. Yeah. I can see the young man's face talking about it, and he shot Shorty up and then went back to the hotel like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah,
he lit that truck up, man, and then when the truck was going away, he was still blasting. You know, and I think he didn't actually get convicted for killing the kid. He got convicted because he was shooting recklessly in a public place.
Damn.
That's what he got charged with. Yeah, that's what he got convicted on.
Florida got them weird ass laws.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, he was acquitted on the murder of the kid, but got sentenced for shooting recklessly.
Damn. Well, thank goodness. You know what I'm saying? Some type
I was like, what kind of cocky made me?
Florida got weird ass laws, bro.
Well, they can't be as bad as Jersey. Jersey is messed up too. Their laws are stupid too, man.
Yeah. But
Jersey City, the only place where a burglar can break in your house, and if you hurt that burglar can turn around and sue you and win.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like a lady one time, a burglar broke into her house and she hit him with a baseball bat and broke his arm. He sued her and won. He broke into her house.
Wow.
He sued her and won.
Yeah. Hey, the judges on the Supreme Court in Jersey must have been on motherfucking crack or something.
They're always on crack. All of the government up there is on crack. Governor Christie, both Christies were on crack. All of them are messed up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got some of the most corrupt. You know, it's Jersey laws are just messed up, man. You know. Mm-hmm. But anyway, man, we get ready to shut it down, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I just bro, Speakhead just got me fired up a little bit. I said, man, let me drop my little 2 cents. Yeah. But peace and love, Max.
All right, bro. Good seeing you, bro, Rob.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you, man. All right, y'all. Anybody else? Dame, give us your 2 cents before we get out of here. You didn't get a chance to say nothing. So again, talk a little bit, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay. Shoots. I wish all that energy. Okay, I wish a lot of that energy that they have would go to either working on themselves or working on the community. You know, instead of just constantly fussing about Black women doing this or not doing that, or cause of this and cause of that. You know, work on you and yours, and if Q Butter would get donations as often as his name would be used as an example of what Black people are doing, he would need to have a GoFundMe.
And shout out to Q Butter. Q Butter's a cool brother, man. He's a cool brother, man. He really about helping Black people. You know, but a lot of people try to ride his name, and he's trying to ride his coattail. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really about nothing, but they trying to ride his coattail. And knowing him, he probably don't mind because Q Butter is a real cool cat. Shout out to Q Butter, doing big things over there with the school. And he a really cool Black dude, man. He a really cool dude, man. So he probably know a lot of cats just ride this coattail. You probably know that already. You know.
I guess he figured if he's talk more about his school, he'll get more donations.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, so good. It's good publicity. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're gonna start promoting it too. You know, to help the brother out, man. You know, I gotta get some more information on it. We gotta start promoting it too over here at the Every Star Network. You know, so we can start supporting the brother. But shout out to Q Butter. And okay, Dame, let's go on and wrap it up, huh?
Okay. All right.
Get Johnny Taylor
Johnny Taylor is ready.
Thanks everybody. Listen, don't forget to don't be afraid to support the Every Star Network, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Help us grow. You know what I'm saying? You know, help us grow. We want to get some more channels going. We want to get some more people up here. We got people we want to interview. So, you know, help us grow. All right, y'all. You ready, Dave?
Yeah. All right. Peace, power, unity.
Y'all. Peace, power, and unity. We'll holler at y'all sometime this week.
Another drink.
All right, y'all. See you later. Drop it, Dave.